Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Respectfully. Today we have a young lady here who's an amazing individual. I thought it would be great to bring her on so we can learn a little bit about her culture. We like to give people their flowers while they're still here, uplift and encourage others and curate our youth and just add value to the population out there. She's earned her bachelor's in management studies in Mumbai, India. She's been a corporate professional since 2012. She's worked for the government of US and India during COVID and received an Eagle Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Nashida Parikh. Nashida,
Hello.
welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Glad to have you on. Again, this means a lot to me because I've never sat down with someone of your culture and really got to know a little bit about your culture. So I'm excited to hear some of the things you've already shared with me. I'm excited to let the viewers hear that. And so
Absolutely.
I want to start off just by I seen something on your page stating we rise by lifting others. So explain what that means to you.
We rise by lifting others. I think it's basically empowering, like helping others, whoever is in need. I think that I believe by that thought. So I feel that when I try and help others, lift others, because mental health right now is so important, at least for me. You
Mhm.
don't know what is really going on the inside. People can be smiling, people can be whatever, and with the pressure that we all are in
Yeah,
today's world, in today's generation, I think it's nice to be easy on people, lift each other up. I think that's a real happiness. And that's my nature.
right.
Like when I see someone help and I see a smile on their face, I mean, that's an uplift within me. Like it makes me feel good. So,
That's
yeah.
good. Where does that come from? Where does that stem from? Do you get that from your parents? Is that some you picked up along the way, in life? Where did that stem from?
Mostly comes from my family, how I've been raised, how it is okay to put others before us, and that
Yeah.
doesn't leave us behind. It's just that like today, if I'm helping you, or if I'm pushing you forward, or if I am, and that's my nature. I will make person or anybody who's in my house, I'll make them comfortable at my own discomfort. Like I wouldn't think about my comfort as long
Yeah.
as I'm making them comfortable. And I think it's mostly Indian, of course, which now a lot of people are moving away. I guess as much, but typically that's an Indian route. And I think
Oh.
people here also may do that, although I don't have too many friends, so I don't want to comment on that.
Okay. So tell me this. That I think that's big that you work for the government of US over in India during COVID. What type of things were you doing in that position?
So basically, I had applied for this position of visa assistant at the U.S. Consulate General in Mumbai. This is back in 2018. So I got a job. I was a visa specialist. So you know how when you go to if you have to visit a different country, right? If you have to visit India, you will go to an Indian consulate to get the visa. So how students or H1Bs or visitors, they want to come to US, they come to the consulate, right, to get their visa. So I was a visa specialist, and I helped the American officers, basically the diplomats,
Mm.
with the translations. So in India there are around six. There are around 222 languages spoken, or 221, if
Wow.
I'm not mistaken, with 1600 dialects.
Wow.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the only country in the world that has so many languages. So I speak four.
Okay.
Um, so there are people who are who only speak Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. My mother tongue is Gujarati. So they would come into the US consulate to get the visa, and they would only speak Gujarati, Hindi, or Marathi. I would help them translate
Mm.
to English so the officers can adjudicate accordingly. And then COVID hit. So I was proactive, and I helped in still adjudications and going into office, helping the visa process, etc. So for which I was awarded Eagle Award, which is an honorary
Wow.
award.
Yes, congratulations. And salute to you for doing that, for serving the people during that tough time in COVID. That's big.
And
That's big. So great job. So I know you had mentioned you were raised, well, you lived in Detroit. What years did you live in Detroit and how was that experience?
oh, it was really nice. So this was back in 2006, I believe. So my grandparents had petitioned for my parents, and that's how we moved to the US on immigration visa legally.
Oh,
And I went to high school here. It was very different than back in India. So India, there are, I think, majorly three educational boards. It's SSC, which is a state board, ICSC, which is I think which is not um I don't think it is governed by the government, and then there is central board, that is CBSE. So I was from a state board, and the education system over here was very different than what we had back in India.
yeah.
So but it was nice. I would do it all over again from the first grade till the 12th. And SSC is basically till the 10th standard, and then you go to college back
Okay.
in India. So it's 10 years of the schooling is until the 10th grade, and then 11th, 12th is junior college, and then 12 to 30, 12th, 13th, and 4th. No, 13th, 14th, and 15th. My bad. 13th, 14th, and 15th is your degree college. So
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So I know you had told me you also had mentioned a lot about how you're big. You have a large family.
I do.
And I know you had mentioned about finances, you guys, and I think the viewers would really love to hear this because that financial literacy. You said something that really stuck out is how you guys in your culture you save money. I know Americans we love to spend, spend, spend. So kind of expound on that. How you were raised, as far as the saving money, and how that works in your family and in your culture.
So saving money, I think it's genetic mostly. I've seen my parents that way, so I hope I put it well in words how I save money. But basically, so as growing up, so Bombay is basically a very it's like New York. It's a financial capital. So you have public transport at the best. You get down and you have a bus, you have auto rickshaw, you have train at a walking distance. So my parents never really to go from point A to point B, they would never get down and get in cab. They'd walk a couple of kilometers. So in India we use kilometers, not miles. So they would walk a couple of kilometers, or maybe like half a mile or something, to get a bus. Then they'll change it to the train. Then they'll, yeah. So saving money that way, then investing, maybe fixed deposits and policies, etc. We invest a lot of money in gold. Gold is an asset, although it doesn't
Explain.
have.
Help me explain that. The gold. I want to hear about that. How do y'all invest money in gold? How does that work?
So that's how you save money, right? So there's a thing in India that when the daughters get married, like when their parents get their daughters married, they would give their daughters some amount of gold, maybe like you know uh, depending on the capacity of the family.
Hmm.
It's not necessary they have to give maybe like 1 kg, 2 kg. No, that's not the thing. But it depends on how well you can do. But there is some. So I think that is also done for the security of their daughter, that when she
Right.
goes to her in-laws or with her husband, she has
So,
some asset with
well,
her, like
right.
during the rainy day, something she can use that.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
today, like if I have to buy gold, I'll make sure that I save some money. Like I'll cut down on my travel, I'll cut down on my shopping, I'll cut down on going out. Although I don't get my nails done, but those
Mhm.
petty, they may look petty, but I mean, when you round it up, it's
Yeah.
quite a big gold is an investment, so you should invest in gold and not diamonds.
Uh, and you're right too.
Diamonds are, I think, diamonds are just like cars. It has a depreciating value. You'll never get more than what you spend. But as far as gold is concerned, it's always an appreciation, right? So if you buy
Mhm.
gold for say $100, it's always going to appreciate it. And back in the days during the wars, what did people have? Gold, right? So they could
Right,
sell
right.
and they could get money out of it. So
What would your message be to the youth today?
My message to the youth would be save more with the days coming ahead. I think save more, be kinder, be there for people. You never know. A simple smile, a simple hello, a simple just being there, present, not giving your opinion, nothing might mean a lot to the person who needs you at the time. And also, always think that there are 100 perspective to one situation. Just because you
Mhm.
think a certain way doesn't mean the right way. So have an open mind and just be very kind.
I thank you for stopping in, joining the show, and sharing about your culture and your upbringing.
It was my pleasure being here and speaking something about my culture. Although I've moved way past over that. I am a mixture of two cultures, so I might not maybe sound right for some people, but this is my journey.
Right, right. No, we definitely appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, Nishita.
Pleasure, and thank you for counting me in. It was amazing.